So back from Mr.Berry's with more stuff. Got a big tray full of all kinds of different tools and scrapers and clippers and scissors and nails, sanding discs, a pink screwdriver, got a Christmas tree stand, and none of these are complete except for one, but these are the Good Housekeeping Rainflower sets here. See, there's no plates in this one. His wife let me know that they are not microwavable. That's what happened to these plates. But here's the Rainflower. Very pretty cups. I think there's a plate in this next one. There's a few plates in this one. So there's the plate. You can see the rainflowers on it. It's got a little divot in there. That's where these little guys sit. I assume they use these for the Christmas dances and stuff at school, because Mr. Berry, being the FFA sponsor, was in charge of the school Christmas dance. So there's those. Carrying on with the Christmas dance theme. Oh, he also gave me this cabinet while we're rooting around inside of it. Very nice cabinet. This one latches. You pull these handles, and the doors open. It was a pretty yellow color, and someone painted it industrial gray. I prefer the yellow, but I don't know, whatever. He gave me this box. Alright, we have several years of napkins from the Christmas dance. These red ones are from 2006. Some of the white ones are from 2005. The purple ones are from 2001, I think. Oh, that's what I grabbed. Yep, 2001. So, I think that's all the year. There was 3 different years of them, I think. And I just wanted to take a few, but he said if you take some, just take all of them. So, and I took this because, to be honest, I like the box. Box is this nice wood grain, and then it's got a farm and a Model T box truck on there. It's got hangers and stuff in it. Refrigerate contents immediately, so this maybe had meat or something in it. Hickory Farms, but I don't know what that is. So there's that. I just like this. Oh, it doesn't have a year on it. Oh, they're still in here. We have some Sweetheart large bake cups for cupcakes. I just liked it because it was old. Gave me a green wicker basket and a wooden basket here. Mr. Berry made these paper trays when he was in, I think he told me high school, middle school or high school, but I think he said like freshman year high school. They need nailed back together in the corners, but they've got these little things here sit in the corners like so, which they would do if the corner was together, like that one does. And they kind of hold the corners together. They kind of sit a little bit like that. and then when they're all in there, then the other tray sits on top of them. So when I clean those out and get all the dust and everything out of them, those will be real handy for me, because I need some more of those. My ones from Kmart are full. Gave me the all-new wash mitt, the easiest way to wash your car. Gave me 3 of those. Surfactants. Gave me a glass pig. This is a bank. Libby. It's been sitting like this though because it's got a lot of dirt in it. He said this is a bank, but it does not have a lid. I think I might have a lid that'll fit that will make Mr. Pig a bank once again. Got a heavy-duty Kmart bicycle tube here. It was $1.88. Might have to use that on the JCPenney bike over there. He gave me these Oxford speakers. He said he had these in his car when he was about my age. So pretty cool. These, if I ever get the radio in my Ford, these might go in my Ford truck. Made in Canada. Seems like a good thing to put in my Ford since it was also made in Canada. He gave me this small gas engine book. He taught shop class, and this was the book that he used to teach out of. See, it's got some quizzes and stuff in here. I was not in high school at the time that he was still teaching the shop class, so I never took any of these tests, but pretty cool. Wouldn't really mean anything to anybody else, but I think it's cool because Mr. Berry taught out of that. These are little fuse. It says 5 automotive fuses. Bus fuses are always nice to have, and those ones are all good. Nobody put a bad one back in there. This is a portable iron. What does this say? James Givens, Palmetto, Florida. Scythian steam iron. Must say Scythian there. But it has a Hamilton Beach booklet here. Automatic shut-off irons. That's a good one. That means you don't burn your house down with it. So there's the iron in there. I have one hand right now because of the camera, so I won't pull that out. But most people know what an iron looks like. Got the Avail phosphorus fertilizer coffee mug, insulated coffee mug. Oh, it says something else. Breakfast is served. I got the light out of his dining room because he got a new one and this one never made it back into the dining room. I really like this light. I've wanted this since he took it out of the dining room, so I was very happy to get it. The wagon wheel. It looks really cool when it's hanging up. I got an extension ringer for a telephone from Radio Shack, and it dinged all the way over here, so it definitely still has the bell in it. Got a telephone. I think this is an AT&T telephone. It be AT&T. Well, alright, there, we got the telephone all cleaned up. While I had the camera paused, pulled the iron out, and it is a Scythian iron, so maybe this Hamilton Beach thing doesn't go with this iron. No, that's not even the same type of iron. Do not immerse in water. Yeah, don't get the iron wet. Got the brush with it. It's very, very light. I'm guessing this is the part that gets hot, but there's no... Usually that's shiny. Interesting. This is definitely, well, it's a portable iron, so the idea behind that is it's light. It's a travel iron is what you'd call that today. And I got this little bitty set of drawers, which currently are hooked to the light, so hopefully I can pull that out without breaking the handle. There you go. Oh, they have dividers in them too. Cool. There you go. These dividers are, I think, are supposed to sit long ways in there. But I think you could probably divide it up about however you wanted it. I don't know who makes these orange ones, and this has no markings on it. I have not seen one that's orange. Normally they're like those, and they're blue or gray. Most commonly that I'm familiar with, they're blue, like that one there. That's a newer one there, that one's gray. I think all of those old ones there are gray. The one on the end is blue. That one's orange. My one I have at home is also blue. Can't forget the mug that's right in front of us. NutriFlow Pure Grade Liquid Fertilizer. Oops, there you go. Now you can see what I'm talking about. So, he also gave me, several months ago, he gave me the bag of picture frames, which is out in the other building, so I'll have to go over there for that one. He also gave me, get out of here, stick, you don't go in here. He also gave me this travel bag here, and inside it are picture frames. Well, there's other stuff in there right now as well, but there are lots of picture frames in there. And the other stuff is at home, in which case the video will continue at home. As I was hanging up the pizza sign, I had the realization that I didn't show these in the video. These are awesome. These are paper plate trays, and if you've ever used these, you know they're wonderful. I think this is a lid for something, but I also think it'll work well also as a paper plate tray. Also from Mr.Berry is this sink. It's a really cool sink. It's a standard. This was sitting out by his barn. That's why there's lichens and mosses and dirt and stuff growing in there. But look at the date on this thing. December 27th, 1932. And it's pretty cool here. If I can turn it over with one hand. I definitely don't want to break it. It's got a spout cast into the bowl here. And then it's got the hot and cold knobs on it. Got the drain. I assume this probably is to plug the drain. It's got this piece broke off here, but I've got the piece and the epoxy to fix said piece. I think this will be useful someday. He also gave me a crock pot, which I set my heater on because the outlet was high enough that the cord wasn't long enough on the heater, and I had to set the heater on something that would not catch on fire, like a cardboard box. So that's why it's on the crock pot. But anyway, he gave me this crock pot. He said it works, but the ceramic bowl was broke out of it, so that's why he gave it to me. Oh yeah. He also gave me these bookends. Different old cars on them. But they're made out of hinges. This one's a little bent up. This one needs straightened out a little bit. His fenders are not quite right. But you can see the top of the car is made out of hinges. The bookend itself is like some type of wood. And then it's got these metal links on it. Pretty cool stuff. Made in Spain. There's the other car. He gave me this thing. We're not really sure what it is, but it's the same diameter as a water bottle. So, and it's got a long strap on it. So I think it wraps around the bottom of a seat, like a bench seat. And then now you have a cup holder in your truck that used to not have a cup holder in it. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use it for, because none of us know, nobody seems to know what this is for. But it's adjustable. And I think that's what I'm going to use that for. He also gave me Capture Carpet and Rug Cleaner. This is step 2 in the powder formula from Vacuum and Sewing CTR. Made in USA. I figured it had a year somewhere on it. I don't know. The liquid is in that box somewhere, I think. Yeah. This is step 1. So these things go together here. He also gave me, I just like the jug because the jug was older. This is Febreze from 2000. I actually hate Febreze. I think it smells bad and it kind of gives me a headache, but I thought the jug was neat. Clear coat, I think is what we figured out this was. Yeah, clear gloss. This is a Walmart brand Color Place. So it's old, but we're pretty sure it still works. Then he gave me 2 of these Tarnex. These are for polishing metals. What else did he give me that is still over here? This shelf. He gave me this corner shelf here. He made that at some point, I don't remember. He made a lot of things when he was in high school. This is probably another high school project. That would be my guess. Little corner shelf there. Also from Mr.Berry is this crap. Farm and Ranch Living magazine. It's got Threshing Day pictures in it. That's why he gave it to me, because I enjoy that. Alright guys, so last night, or actually yesterday at work, Mr. Berry gave me a bunch of stuff from his basement, and I didn't have time to you know, go through all of it. So I pulled the truck in the barn. Well, we have a truck in the barn. My flashlight's not very bright, is it? And then behind that, we have a log splitter. So there's not really a whole lot of room in here. Well, I got as close to this thing as humanly possible without touching it. As you can see, if the bumpers were level, they would be touching. But since the Studebaker's bumper is lower, they're not touching. That's like the only thing keeping them from touching is the height of the vehicles. As you can see, it looks like it's run into, but it's not. And the back is just as bad. Well, almost as bad. That's not a very big line margin for error either. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I got. So let's just start with the stuff that he initially gave me out of his truck, which he had in the basement to begin with. Got this Quickle squeegee here, but you can see that it's disintegrating, and when I squeeze it, my finger just goes down in it. So that's probably not any good. This came from Johnny. Don't mind this. That's a telephone line insulator. So the basket came from Mr.Berry. I wanted the crate, but in getting the crate, the stuff in the crate came with it. I got the TV speaker, or no, I'm sorry, computer speakers. My brain's not working this morning. Got a printer, and it's even got all of its cables and everything still there, and all the pins are straight. It's IBM. It's even labeled printer. I'm not sure why. What else would this be? That looks like a printer to me. There you go. IBM Pro Printer 224p. Then I got this dimmer switch, which tells you when it's on and off. It's got these lines and directions on it. Light switch. Got a Chrome Archer UHF, VHF, and FM amplifier. I've got this is a little called Pretty Neat, as you can see there. Little squirter bottle. I've got one of these that's purple, but I needed a new one, so I was glad that you had that, a yellow one. Got these nice baskets here. I think these are probably from an old refrigerator. Got some smaller baskets in here. Got a little broom. This is awesome because I have a portion of one of these, but I don't have a whole thing. This is a Hoover Quick Broom 2. It's got the whole thing right here. Get out of there, water. It's got the whole thing here. So I was very excited about that because the portion of it that I have is from like here up to about here. It's like broke. Got a Swiffer handle. Got a Coleman 2-liter thermos with a drinking spout. Got a nice little basket here, hanging basket. A proven winner basket, it says. This is cool. This is a Sears half-gallon thermos. Then I got a Thermos brand unbreakable thermos. I assume unbreakable means this one does not have glass in it. And the thing that I'm reaching around right now, the TV stand. Pretty cool. I got to put a new sheet of vinyl paneling on the top. I don't know what happened to it, but it wasn't there when he gave it to me. But I've got some of this vinyl. I don't know if I've got enough of it for that whole table. Hopefully I do. If not, I can buy it places. So I got a bunch of these Dixie Stampede cups, and it's cool. They all have years on them. So Mr. Berry and his wife went there a lot. So these are from the one in Branson. See, they look like a cowboy boot. Some of them have spurs on them, and some of them don't. This one's a Christmas one. So there's a bunch of those from various years. I'll show you that in a minute. That's really cool. Got this Sylvania orange light bulb here. Pretty cool. Now that the light bulbs are all LEDs, they don't have painted light bulbs like that anymore. Oh, and it came in a nice Tupperware container here. This is cool. This is black silk stove polish for a cast iron stove. Like a wood, I can't speak, a wood burning stove. So I thought that was really cool. Guy looks like Grandpa Jones, doesn't he? A little bit. Like a young version of him. Or Toe Hill. Got number 39 on the lid there. So that's pretty cool. J.L. Prescott. Must be who that guy is. Got a magazine, but that's not out of the basement. So Mr. Berry gave me this nice Delfo's dispensing galvanized 3-gallon can made in Delfo's, Ohio. This was his grandpa's. His name was Bonner, so that's why it says Bonner. 3 gallons it says. Got the little push button spout here. Still works, not jammed up. You can see the spout down there. So this is cool. And then it's got the wooden handle on it. This is neat because I can still use it. Just like all the old thermoses up there. There's the inside of it. Nice and clean. Not all rusty or anything. Or corroded, I guess. Galvanized would corrode. The lid is sometimes hard to put back on it. There you go. We'll go through this basket out in the light where we can see what we're looking at. Oh, this is super cool. So we opened up the tailgate so we can look at this stuff in the light here. He gave me this really nice lamp. It's very ornate. It's even got a handle on it. The globe on it matches. Matches the base. So we'll stick that back there so I don't knock it over. Alright, this is cool. Okay, I'll show you this first. This goes with the orange light bulb. This is the box for it. This is old. Oh, nope, that's a General Electric. That orange light bulb does not go with that. Still cool because it's old. Anyhow, we'll get to the awesome thing now. This is a Sears home control system. What that means is each of these buttons that's on here plugs into each of these buttons in here, once this thing is plugged in here, correlates with the numbers that are on these plugs, these appliance module plugs. The house code and the unit code. And there's 16 of these buttons. And you can use that or use the remote which comes with it. And the remote does the same thing as this little box here. And it just kind of shows you, you can turn things on without going over and plugging them in. Very, very cool. Very advanced for when this thing was made, I'm sure. Because to me that seems like that's advanced now. I'm not sure really how that works, but pretty cool, especially with the remote and all the plugs that go with it. Then we have some turtle wax headlight lens restorer. Sometimes that stuff works, sometimes it doesn't. I thought I'd give it a try because it's turtle wax. Got these nice safety glasses here. Mine sometimes disappear, so it would be nice to have a second pair. I forget what this had in it. I wanted the container. So this is really old fly tape. This is Taro fly ribbon. Distributed by Sonoret Chemical Company in Kirkwood, Indiana. Pretty cool. It's all still in there, sealed with wax. Rosin rubber. I've got one just like this. This is a weather alert radio, made by Realistic. Nice wood grain. I've got one just like that, but it's nice to have more than one. This is a packet, I guess you would call it, of Rust-Oleum Pure Strength Cleaner Degreaser. I didn't know this lock had a decal on it. I saw it from this side. This is a Master Lock, Dow Elanco, Lorsbin. I bet that's some type of fertilizer, but I'm not sure. Got the Master Lock down there. It's just a little padlock. Rather than plugging in and unplugging something, you plug this into the wall, then plug your lamp or whatever into here, and then you can turn it on like that. Thought that was handy. This is a answering machine tape. I'm not sure why that's in there. I don't know what any of this is other than the screen for the faucet head. These are levels and they're adhesive, so that's pretty cool. This is a St. Joseph Hospital bag. I don't know if it's insulated yet or not. Yes, it is. It's a little cooler. It's a collapsible St. Joseph Hospital cooler. And a nice little wooden apple bucket. Got a bigger apple bucket here. This is old. It's a voltmeter made by U.S. Motors Corporation in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Triplet. Pretty cool. Now it's interesting. Triplet Company says it was made in Bluffton, Ohio. But the box for the voltmeter, which is what this is, says Oshkosh, Wisconsin, U.S. Motors. So kind of interesting on that. Not sure why they don't match up. But the box is in good shape, as well as the gauge, which has never been used. Probably from the 50s. Kind of what that looks like. Got some Malco rivets here. Sears electric motor oil. You know, for the little electric motors. That was kind of redundant, but I mean like there's a grinder or a saw, whatever has little electric motors. Sold by Sears Roebuck Company. There's no year on this, unfortunately, and we don't know which store it came from because the retail store sticker's gone. But that's okay. It's still cool, and it's still full, actually. Got a nice little extension cord here. I love these little brown extension cords. They're not real long, but when you need something this length, these are perfect. This is really old Easy Weld multi-repair. Basically this is like JB Weld. It's an epoxy putty. Probably not any good, but it might still be. I just like the advertising on it. For RVs and campers and plumbing and equipment and gas tanks, strip threads and furniture. Pretty much whatever you need to use it for. And it's in that nice little tube. This is made by Tagmaster line. Well, there it goes. It's a 13-in-1 collapsible ratchet socket screwdriver set. That's pretty neat. We'll have to unbox that and look at it. It's from Wicks Lumber, which used to be in Kokomo, or outside of Kokomo. I've got a Wicks Lumber thermometer, among other things from Wicks that I have. So all your equipment that goes in here is in this box. This box here, according to this picture. Pretty cool. We're not done yet. Oh no. We've got some zip ties. And a Sears multimeter. I don't remember what's in here yet, but it's old. Say Totco? I can't really read what that says, but it's very old. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a RPM gauge. Excuse me. United States Navy Bureau of Ordnance tachometer. So if there was, and I'm not going to be able to spin this fast enough for this to work, but the idea here, and he showed me how to use this yesterday. It's surely, there you go, Totco. It's surely not from 1942, but it seems like generally manufacturer's number, both the manufacturer and the serial number end in 42, so it could be that old. Well, it could be, because this was Mr. Berry's grandpa's. This could be old as well. But he showed me how to use it the other day, and it's still got the little paper in there. Technical Oil Tool Corporation, Los Angeles, California. And so let's say there's a pulley that's spinning, and you want to see how fast that pulley is spinning, how many revolutions. You put that pointy end on there and it starts spinning, and then that'll tell you. Old style light bulbs, 2 12-watt light bulbs, like there's only one still in there. Sometimes these old light bulbs are hard to find, so I thought that one might still be useful because it's still good. You can see in there the spring's still good. General Electric. I don't know what's behind that, but this is coast to coast faucet handles from Chicago Specialty Manufacturing. One hot and one cold. And guess what? We got them out of the package too. Little different style. We have Superior insulated staples from M.M. Rhodes and Sons in Taunton, Texas. No, Taunton, Massachusetts. Apparently I can't read. Taunton, Massachusetts. Lee's Pro Hardware. I don't know where that was at, but they were 82 cents. They're just for electrical. They're cool. Might be useful. This is a twinkle light plug. I have lots of these, but wouldn't hurt to have one more. And this is awesome. I've got one in the package now. Pretty cool. It was 79 cents. Used for tree lights, displays, and signs. It's a Christmas thing. Advanced Imports. Pretty cool. I've not ever seen one still in the package, so I was very excited to get that. Got a screwdriver. Classic trivia earplugs. Land O'Lakes pork system. These Lindy Little Joe. These are weighted fish hooks and they look like corn. Hook into the future. Got a bird feeder from Howard County Solid Waste District. Just gotta screw in the glass. and this Arctic Zone portable water jug here. I think we've got one of those. I don't personally, but I think that Mom does. And a basket. So we got a lot of stuff from Mr. Berry's basement. Whole truckload of stuff if I really would push all it back in there. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.